Yo guys, what's up? It's Teach coming at you here with a little bit of a mini series, and I am here taming the Simbakubwa. I have no idea, but as you can see, he's decided to jump himself off the edge. He literally spawned right beneath my base, and I kind of looked down and I was like, what is that funky looking thing? I have never seen a Simbakubwa before, but I am chasing him, don't worry about that. He does a just load of damage, actually. 196 on a good shot. I don't know, no rude comments about myself, but I apparently am unable to throw a bola, which just doesn't make any sense, because I'm like, okay, I feel like I hit him. Okay, got him that time for sure. Now, the Simbakubwa, look at his base stats. I'll show you in a second here, but it's pretty crazy. I mean, his health is 7,000. If you ask me, that's just insane. I've never seen it. It's a 152. I guess this might be like a special tame. I don't really know, but the Simbakubwa is probably, like, I rode around for a little bit after I finally tamed this thing. It's a lot of fun. But I mean, 20,000 torpidity too, which is a load. And then of course this happens. Like, can you imagine a more arc thing happening where they just run into the water? And you're like, well, if I knock you out, you die. So I was like, okay. I'll just stare at him awkwardly, but, to each their own. Now, I do end up fighting this gorilla that you see across the way, the giant gorilla of death, later in another episode. It's an interesting one. I do end up dying, but when I bring in my bad boy to come take care of it, it's over before it even began. Alright, so, anyways, I have to figure out the best way to tame the Simbakubwa. The Simbakubwa. I don't even know how to say it. Simbakubwa. Oh my goodness, whatever, you get the point. But it's basically like a souped up Thylacoleo with the speed of a Sabertooth, which is pretty neato, obviously, because if you could actually have a little bit of speed on this thing, it's a crazy tame for any Thylacoleo. It's got a bunch of damage base. I mean, you're looking at the wild one right now that does 196 base damage, which is crazy. And night-night. I finally get to look at his tame here. Look at them stats. That is good. 205. I mean, obviously the points themselves don't appear that great, but I mean, 24 points into oxygen is unfortunate, and the weight's pretty high too. So there might even be better Simbakubwas out there, if there are more than, one. But, anyways, they're pretty sweet tames. I mean, I got nothing wrong with them, at least. In my opinion, they're pretty cool. I just have to go get some prime meat real quick. And then I'm going to show you, the stats go up even more dramatically than what you just saw right there. It's crazy. It goes up another 2,000 health, which is just nutso, in my opinion. So, he eats right away. I have to feed him some. Where are they? There they are. He's like dropped the torpidity just a touch, just barely enough. And then I crank him full, and all of a sudden he eats. And he starts off with 6,800, and because of the level boost he gets, 8,400. He's got like 30s plus across the entire board. That's a tame right there, if I've ever seen one. Look at that thing. That's insane. And they can be picked up by the Argentavis, so they're pretty good. Alright. Teacher's Game 2 with this mini episode. Ow.